Hello everyone, this is Sibbe Bladh. I want to tell you why I have a problem with globalism. Globalism is the idea that humanity should live all over the globe and be able to move freely however they wish around the globe. Globalism is rooted first and foremost in homocentrism. Homocentrism is the concept that everything revolves around the humans and their needs, and that nature is secondary, animals are secondary, and it's only the humans that count. This is homocentrism. Everything is centered around humanity. And out of this concept, when the human being is the most important thing in the world, globalism is a natural subsequence of that. But migration, physical earthly migration, is a threat to transmigration, which is the reincarnational system. In nature, each species, each race have to stay in their own fauna. This is to facilitate the spirit's transmigration through different systems. So when the human race start to moving things around, animals, plants and humans around the globe, in globalism, it's a threat to the natural spiritual system of the world. And that's mainly why I have a problem with it. Each soul have to be able to grow within their separate worlds, to evolve in that way. When things get mixed up, we abuse and manipulate the purpose of the world, which is to produce spiritual energy and perfected souls. And when they mix up everything and kill nature, they stop this process, or they try to stop it. They make it hard for this process to continue. So globalism and migration is a threat to life on this planet and the purpose of life on this planet. It's important to remember, because the human ego is so big and it feels so real. In Veda it's called Maya. That's the name of the illusory energy, illusionary energy. And this can be so strong that a human start to believe that it's real. That the human form is the ultimate eternal form of the soul. And they can't differentiate between reality and illusion. Illusion fills a purpose. because this machine is material, and the material must work for the spirit to grow through the material. So that's why we have the natural selection and the constant drive of materia to reproduce itself and to make space and build for itself. So this is because the natural machine must be efficient. But inside ourselves we have to nurture the spirit and don't get caught up in a material consciousness that only see the physical and only value the physical. We have to value the real nature, the real purpose of nature. That's what we have to value, and that is the spiritual transmigration. And the bigger illusion we have, the more homocentrism, the more we care for humans alone. And this care, it gets so big that we start to grow people in billions and billions, and just growing because humans are the most important thing in the universe, right? So we have to mass produce them and make sure that they are plenty and have all chances to grow even further. Which is, of course, this is complete madness. It's madness. Humans have an important role in the natural cycle. It's not always what we think. You could see humans as a form of demigods that should help nature to thrive. We should help species to thrive. We are supposed to clear up problems that happens in nature. We're supposed to help the animals in the winter, during fires and bad weather. We are the gardeners of the world. And if we take our role, our real natural role in the animal kingdom, we will get a lot of power and we will feel very good. When we live in this ego world and chase those superficial material values, we lose ourselves, we lose our divine selves. And we start to live in a complete fantasy world of the ego. And it's so real, and we are so smart that we make it real. You know, and we manifest what we believe in. So when we have a small world, we manifest a small world. So the migration of peoples around the world, that have to stop. That has to have a complete ban on migration. The only times when migration should be allowed is when there is a natural cause, like somebody fall in love, somebody's working for the army or something to get into a country. Otherwise there should be a total stop for this. And each people should take care of their own nation and their own nature and show everybody how good they are and how proper they can take care of a country. So if you constantly let people run out from countries to different countries, you never get any stability in the world. And you stop the spiritual evolution in the world. And when you mix up everything, you disturb the natural fauna and the natural cause of things. So that's why I'm very much against globalism and migration. There can be temporary movements of people in case of catastrophes and such. That happens in nature too. When the forest is on fire, the animals run and they gather, and then they move back to their suitable fauna. Man has forgotten how to serve the spiritual world. Man has forgot the meaning of his existence and gone away to a fantasy world. And now they're creating complete chaos. And they destroy more and more of divine nature. They hinder illumination, enlightenment in humans, higher knowledge, higher capacity. All of this gets destroyed. It's not supposed to be like this. And before we learn to live in our own nature, in our own fauna, on its terms, in perfection, we're not going to get any further either. It doesn't matter what humanity create. It will not hold for long. It will not last. Because they don't have the foundation of the roots of life from history up to the future. It's not a solid foundation. And if they set for a project in space, they will probably continue with these illogical, foolish ways. So everything starts here. This is the birthplace of life. We know when planets form, it's a vortex creating a dot of energy, the divine spark that grows to a whole world and fill all the creatures in this world. And then through systems we reincarnate in our own territories, with our own race and species. And this is the way for souls to learn and to evolve. So, globalism and migration, thumbs down from the divine spirit. Get real, people. Stay home, learn your nature, teach the ways of your people and your ancestors, and be friends with all the other native peoples and indigenous endemic races. That is the real family. This human family is the family of ego, family of confusion. And it's time to leave that behind and to be wise and to think smart. Okay, everybody, take care. Bless.